Hi, boys and girls. Today you're going to have an opportunity to buy a farmhouse for your little farm. But before we do that, let's look at our poem book and turn to the very first poem. Let's get excited to purchase some buildings and animals for our little farm. Hopefully you have your money all cut out and ready to go. Please follow along with me. It says, I'll buy a barn that is red, a barn with soft hay for an animal's bed, a barn for my pig, I'll want a sow, a horse, of course, and I'll need a cow. I'll buy a goat and I'll want a sheep, fences and soil and a place I can sleep. I'll need a hen house, some chickens too. I'll want a tractor all shiny and new. I'll buy a road. I'll buy some land. How much will it cost? There's money in my hand. Okay, if you could turn to the first page in your payment sheet book, you'll see that houses are $30. You can buy a house for $30, but there are a few rules when you buy a house. One, it has to have 6 squares of land. They have to be pushed into a rectangle. So it can be a 3x2 rectangle, which I'll show you in a minute, or a 1x6. So it has to make a rectangle. You have to have 6 land squares, and you have to have a road that passes from one end of your farm to the other. Now, land squares are $10 each, but road squares are only $5 each. You can have your road go straight across your farm. It can go, let me show you mine. So I put my road right on the end of my farm, but it could go right through the middle of your farm, and it can also zigzag through your farm, however you want it to go. So I've already laid my farm out. I decided to put it right here on the edge of my farm, and I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 land squares. So 8 land squares at $5 each. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I need $40 for my road. Now you can lay it down in tens, 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, or if it's easier for you, you can lay, you can do 8 5s. So each 10, you can use 2 5s instead of each 10. Okay, so go ahead and lay those out. My house is $30. I can use tens for that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30 for my house. And then the land squares at $10 each, and I need 6 of them. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's for my land. So once you've glued all your money down to your payment sheet, you can check it with an adult or a sibling, and they will give you your land squares in your house. Now I've already cut out my house and I've already colored my house. The important thing to know, do not cut the tabs off of the bottom. Do not cut these off. In fact, you can cut little slits in them up to the foundation of the house. You bend one back, one forward, one back, one forward. This is what's going to help your house stand up. Go ahead and bend both of the flaps on the other side. Okay. And you can go ahead and glue it down to your land squares, which I have here. And just put a little glue on each one of the tabs and hold it down for just a few seconds. Now you'll have to decide which way you want your house to face. Is it going to face the road? Is it going to face the animals? I'm going to have it face away from the road so that I can look at my pasture land and my animals. Just hold it down for a few seconds so it'll stick. Okay, a few helpful hints. I already glued down my land squares, but a few helpful hints that will help you. The squares aren't exactly, they don't perfectly fit on the grid. So sometimes you have to overlap them a little bit, which I did here. I overlapped some of them. Also, it might be helpful to trim them to size, trim them a little bit. So have some scissors handy just in case. What I did is I just put little X's, or you can put a little star, or you can just go around and then just place your land square there. Same with your road. So make sure it kind of, try to line it up the best you can and try to overlap it without any big gaps between the pieces. It will look nice if they're nice and flush with each other, just like that. Okay. Good luck getting your road purchased and your land and your house. This is the first start of the farm unit. Hopefully you can get that started today, and tomorrow, if you would like to move on to the barn is $35. You would do exactly the same thing. You can use 6 to 10 squares of land for your barn. I would recommend just using 6, but you can use more if you'd like. And so tomorrow you can pay for your barn and your land and get those glued down to your farm. Now you might want to put your barn closer to your house, or you might want to put it on the opposite side of the property where your animals are going to be. So you get to choose. And there you have it. Have a great night. Enjoy. Have fun. Bye.